In digestion, has to do with the human body. The process of eating and digestion is such a fascinating thing because without it, human being cannot live. It's very essential activity, but somehow you don't want to hear the sound of your stomach.
Yeah, that's why I was like, isn't anyone else here? Someone down on good. Oh, great. Awesome. Making good.
This music that I composed for a far cry, I would describe it as something that contains lots of noise.
The piece is comprised of the violin, viola, cello, and bass versions of the sounds that our body makes when it's digesting.
I started off by listening the sound of my stomach with a stethoscope, but it turned out that I could never get a clean sound of stomach itself, just by itself. So I found this recording made by somebody else.
As we were first approaching the piece, it's funny.
Yeah.
Some of the effects that she's got us doing on our instruments are just really, really challenging to do, actually.
Maybe a bit more like bouncing. If you bounce, yeah. Oh. Yes.
A little bit more.
Yes.
Do you want that rhythm to be heard? Like
Yeah.
Or
no,
just
it's
like-
more it's more like leaning towards the.
Is this the right sound?
I need more. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked the double bass players to do a lot of things, making lots of noise. In terms of pitch-wise, it's the most similar instrument that could produce a stomach sound. So I asked the players, double bass players, to play the tailpiece to produce very low sound.
For a couple of passages, she has the bassists specifically put these large clips. They're kind of like the alligator clips that if you had like a document with 100 pages, you'd get a big alligator clip to clip it together. So we actually put those on our lowest string down by the bridge. You bow the note and it starts to rattle.
That was great. Can we?
I mean, she's very passionate about writing music that has to do with the human body, that this is sort of a theme in her work. And you feel the seriousness in sort of the meticulous nature of the score. You really sense that a lot of thought and a lot of hard work went into it.
She made her own notation for this piece. She made, I think, 3 or 4 new clefs that you won't find anywhere else. It doesn't matter what treatise you're looking at for music, you won't find these clefs because she invented them. Having to do with bow placement between the nut and the bridge, which changes the sound, but it's not normally addressed specifically in a clef.
We change bows on our
maybe I can just give a visual.
Also, behind the bridge, we have the main strings, which you see, but then we also have a little bit of remainder string between the bridge and the tailpiece, so they kind of sound like, on a bass, they're kind of like, ging, goong, 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 and on a violin, they're like, pick, 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 pick.
It's great. It's coming together, and yeah.
Do you feel like we're getting? It's hard for me to listen generally. I guess
Right.
is my idea. Do you think we're getting the whole effect that you want?
I think so. I think initially it's really important to have this pulse. It's just I know this music is very difficult to coordinate, so I think it is helping.
The piece has elements of fun in it, and I think, she must have been thinking about that sort of writing for our ensemble, sort of knowing that, we're a younger group and, we like to party and goof around and stuff like that.
Jesse does it better than I do. He really wants to demonstrate it right now. I can tell. But thanks, Jesse.
This piece, although it has challenging elements, ideally is sort of like, a sonic playground for us.
The harmony of this is based on the spectral analysis I did on the recording of the stomach sound.
For instance, measure 32 and measure 34. The spectrograph comes in, the spectral analysis of her stomach rumble we start playing it, and it starts with a unison all together. She's combining that kind of figure, the with this kind of, machine-made analysis. And I think it's brilliant.
I hope that this is something that inspires people who listen to the music to tune in to their body sound, tune in what's going on in themselves, inside their body. Yeah.
So anyway.